Hi guys. Today we'll welcome to Investing with JYK, and today we will look at Tesla Model 3's um, unit economics a little bit more from the R&D and essentially sales cost perspective. So I dug up how much Toyota, Ford, GM, Fiat Chrysler spent on R&D and how much Tesla spent on R&D. And this is the percentage of R&D in terms of Toyota. So you can see Ford is like 84 and GM slightly less and Tesla is for 15%, something like that. And if you divide the number of if you divide the amount spent in R&D by the number of cars, then you get the number of cars, amount of R&D per car. And remember that Tesla is the only company that does not put the R&D cost into their cars, right? And then into the cost of goods sold for their cars. And as we projected, the best case scenario, realistically, I mean, at the moment they're losing, 20% in terms of gross margin. They're for each car sold, they will lose 11.4 thousand cars. That's based on the 2018 Q1 numbers. So that we went through that a few videos ago, and we predicted that if they get their crazy economy of scale, maybe they'll be able to drive it down to 50K in terms of cost. And then at that point, we should see a 7K gross profit per car. And so at this moment, obviously this doesn't work because per car R&D is $13,000. So I basically said, okay, let's predict a much better future in terms of for at least for Model 3. Let's say they keep their R&D numbers, right? They do not increase that. The only thing that happens is that they increase Model 3 production and sales numbers to what they projected to be. So I added on 2017 sales numbers plus to the 50,000 cars, 5,000 cars per week, 52 weeks per year, which is unrealistic. Which is unrealistic because you do need to retool the factories. I added all that up, so this is the same number that we saw in one of the previous videos, and then I divide that number. I divide the R&D by that number, and it comes out to 3,772 per car. And we also saw previously in terms of their warranty cost per car is like 3,400. Let's say 3,000, right? So now you have a 3,000 cost per for the warranty. I don't particularly see where warranties economy scale is going to come from. And then remember, Tesla sells their own cars, and that means their gross margin has to pay for the selling and the stores as well. So I found Carmacks. Carmacks sells used cars, and they very nicely gets their per car numbers published on their 10K, so we can use that to do some calculations. Okay, so at this moment, the majority goes to their compensation and benefits, and I think Carmacks does not have a commission system. Let's see, does that do I sell 100% commission based job? Carmacks sales pay structure. I should have checked this, but I forgot to do that. How does this work? Pay scale. Pay. Oh, they do pay a commission. Okay. $160 per car. Okay, so they get to $160 per car according to this one 4 years ago. Maybe it goes to $200 per car now. 4 years ago, 2% a year, going up 2% a year. You're looking at, say, 3% a year, 12%, 13%. Let's say 15%. 160 times 1.15, 184, right? So okay, so 184 of that would become compensation. That would become the commission part, which Tesla probably does not pay. I don't know how they get to do it, so I'm just going to subtract the things that Tesla probably does not pay. So minus 184. So you're looking at, you know, let's say that minus that. Sorry. And sales store occupancy costs, I think this thing will probably be equivalent, more or less, in the sense that Carmacks is very famous for high efficiency. You can see they only pay $1,600 per car in terms of overhead, total overhead. And so they move cars really fast, but the problem is for used cars, you kind of need more space to show them so people can pick them, because you can't really have like a custom-made used car, right? So that's one thing. And advertising, they pay 160. So Tesla very famously say they don't do advertising. But it's not entirely true, because from time to time, they will have a referral program that offers a $1,000 off. Now, I would call that advertising, but let's give them the, the more optimistic picture. Other overhead costs, if we go to Carmacks, it says, includes IT, pre-opening relocation costs, insurance, whatever, that stuff. So all that is probably applicable to Tesla as well, probably even more, but let's say that this is what they're gonna get. And so the total how do they get this number? SGNA. Oh, that's the overhead. Yeah, so that's, I think that is the one that's what, wait, hold on. Okay, so what else do they include? Oh, wrong. Sorry, these are actual numbers. It's not per car. This is actually per car. Okay, so that's actually wrong. I have to change this. Now, there's a percentage. So let me just get rid of the 2017 number. Okay, so equals, whoops. We're going to delete this column. Yeah, okay. So that divided by this is a percentage. I'm going to do this. Okay, so I have to wait. 8. Oh, delete this as well. Oops, can't really delete this. This is annoying. Not really O, but N. Okay, so that's the percentage. So let's do that. So exclude advertising. So instead of this, I have to do 09 multiplied by 1 minus advertising minus 160 out of which 184 divided by this number, or very simply just that, then minus 184. So this is excluding advertising and commission, and I cannot spell. All right, okay, so that's how much it costs. Okay, so this is per car. These are actually total. This is in millions, right? So per car in actual dollar numbers 2241, and it goes down. It goes to about $1,800. So that's approximately going to be how much it's going to cost Tesla to sell one car, I think. And mind that Carmacks is very famous for its efficiency. Right? So this is probably still going to be very optimistic for Tesla. So now let's add it all up. You got, let's take the best scenario for Tesla. They're gonna spend $3,700 per car in R&D. 3,000 or more. In this case, it was something like 3.4 something. Yeah, it was never very low. The cheapest when they had the Roadster, and then they kind of under provisioned for their warranty liability. So in this case, maybe 3.2, let's say 3.3, 3.3, more like 3,300. Okay, so actually let's do it more scientifically. Average is $3,500, $3,491. Right, and then you add up SG&A per car, and you're looking at $9,000. That's a sum, $9,100. So even if Tesla ends up making this car at $50,000 per pop, right? And currently they're building them at close to $69,000. Let's say they cut down just crazy amount. They make it at $50,000 and sell them at $57,000. They will still lose money because per car it's gonna cost them $9,000 in overhead, and I am painting them a nice picture here by not increasing their R&D at all for the ramp up, which may have to happen, I don't know. And then I think it's unlikely they will not ramp it up, but I think it will happen. It will actually increase. But let's say it does not increase, and then we say that okay, the warranty cost is gonna remain steady. They probably will go up because they're cutting corners all over the place with M3. Say it doesn't go up, and then the sales overhead is on par with Carmacks, which is famous for efficiency. You end up with $9,100 in terms of, well, let's just type it in. So, you know, that and that. So this is per car overhead. Right? So doesn't matter if they this is like per car warranty. Right? It doesn't really matter if you know, they have nice gross margin, right? Yeah, they can have 14%, maybe. They will lose money. It's crazy. It's crazy. In order to make this, they have to be able to build the car at 57 minus 9, $48,000. I don't see that happening, given that it's costing them $68,000 to make at the moment. And you're looking at a 30% reduction in cost just to break even. If they were to make any significant amount of money, they have to cut down the cost even more and maintain the selling price for this at the same time. So yes, that's the reason I think Tesla will Tesla will lose money every single Model 3 they sell for the foreseeable future. At least until they're able to get down to, you know, 47,000, 40 something $1,000 in terms of cost, and to make actual money, they may have to build it at 45, 40 for a fully you know, loaded M3. And on top of that, we're not even counting stuff like potentially interest expenses when, you know, things start piling up, when they actually hold an inventory. This is just not good. So next time we'll talk about like future developments. It's one thing that Tesla bulls like to stress about, and I don't see the future getting better for Tesla. I actually see it getting worse. I'll do that next time, and thanks for watching.